Salute, 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 salute. What's going on? What's going on? See if we can get a couple people in the chat before we go any further. Salute, 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 salute. Shout out to all my real ones. Shout out to all the homies from Elizabeth, the big homie Hassan Lane, all my peoples, all the people that support me, all the people that follow me, all the people that subscribe to me. Shout out to all of y'all. I really appreciate it. Shakur Stevenson. What the hell happened to his hand? My guy, Shakur. He said he heard it in sparring or something like that. I don't know the real story, the true story, but I heard he heard it in sparring. Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard, but I know, that messed up a lot of plans, man. A lot of plans. I know he was looking forward to doing some big things, going over to the Middle East, fighting, getting a quick $5 million, then looking forward to fighting Tank, but God's willing, he'll heal up and get right back on track. Get right back on track, man. He take care of his whole family. So, excuse me. So I pray for him. I hope he get better soon. and get out there and get that money, that shmoney. Yeah. So him and Tank can get it on. So what's going on with Norman Jr. and Boots Ennis? What that saga is about. If they gonna fight, I wish they go ahead and fight, man. If they not, I wonder what's all the hoopla for, what's all of this, what's all of that. Like, if you gonna fight, fight. If you're not, you're not. And I don't care what nobody say. People can say what they want. Your last fight, I'm talking about Brian Norman, the fight before, his title fight, he made 100 and something grand. For the Boots fight, they went up to 2.2, from my understanding. And they turned it down because he didn't want to fight in Philly. For 2.2 million, man, you're supposed to fight that man under the porch. You're supposed to fight that man in the basement. You crazy? Here it is. You just, you really haven't, really been making no noise like that. And as soon as you get a chance to make some real Skrilla, you refuse the money. And somebody asked me, is that a duck? Fam, that's a duck. He ducked them. He ducked Boots. He was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Boots. I don't care where the fight was at. He was supposed to fight that man. Norman Jr. was supposed to fight that man. And hopefully the fight not off. Because that will be a decent fight. Because I yet to see Boots, how can I put it, dig deep. Pause. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen him, like, dig deep. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. And if anybody seen it, put it in the comments. Let me know about it. Because I personally haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. Cool boy Steph, he looked good yesterday. He looked good. He on that card this weekend. He on that card with Canelo. Yeah. Cool boy Steph on that card. And, I hope and pray that fight didn't take nothing away from him. I hope he took it as a good loss and bounce back and keep it moving to be great. Because I was on Rod's podcast last night, and I didn't agree with nothing they were saying, except for this one guy that was in the right hand corner, and he knew about boxing, and and him and I agreed on a few things, man. I think that's a great comeback fight for Cool Boy Steph. The guy, he don't have a lot of power, but he's been around. He's spunky. He can fight. He tough. And I heard somebody say Steph didn't have no dog in him. I couldn't believe that. Cool Boy Steph they don't have no dog in them. Are you crazy? Did you see the Figueroa fight? Me personally, I think he shouldn't have never went to Japan and fought anybody. That's my personal opinion. I don't think he should have went to Japan and fought NUA. I think if anything, NUA should have came to America. But like they said, why come to America when he's filling up 20,000 seats every time he walk in the arena? He's on top rank. But ESPN said, no, we're not bringing him out here. Why? What's the purpose? And then from what I heard, this is what I heard. While Cool Boy Steph was over there, when they was rapping NUA, it was like, nah, the way they was rapping, it was like, nah, we don't, that's not how it go. And the commissioner said, that's how we do it here. Told him to keep rapping. He said it was just crazy. And then, they over there drinking the water. They didn't bring their own food. They over there drinking the water. And then you gotta remember, when you go over to these countries, you're gonna have a culture shock. Your body is not gonna react. And I'm not making up no excuses for the brother or anything like that. NUA is a good fighter. Has he been tested? No. But he's a good technical fighter. It looks like he has power, but I'm not giving anybody just anything. I don't care who you are. I'm not giving it up if I haven't seen it. Period. Bottom line. If I haven't seen it, I'm not just gonna say, oh yeah. Just like Abdullah Mason, not jumping from one thing to another. Just like Abdullah Mason, he get first, second round knockouts. We yet to see what he got. I'm saying, other podcasts can play like they don't know or act like they, or D-Ride, for the interviews and stuff like that. I'm the type of dude. I'm from the mud, man. I'm straight from the dirt, bro. I take it from the mud and build and build and build till I'm on. Period. I ain't kissing no ass and none of that. Long as you stay on the right course and do the right thing, everything is gonna grow. It might take some people longer than others, but I'm alright with that. God's willing, I ain't going nowhere. And this is something I love to do, so, you know, I'll get there. But every time I come on and do a live, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to voice my opinion. We get to see. We get to see. We get to see it. Boots, we haven't seen it. I don't know what Boots can do. I know he can play around and he can, you know, but I haven't seen Boots in the ring with somebody that was, you know, like, okay, all right, now, whoa, nah, Dula Mason, nah, but Dula Mason get a pass because he's really still a prospect. He moving out of the prospect realm, but he really still a prospect. Shoo Carrington. I think, and I might get a little flack for this, but it's my opinion. And I'm not looking to be the podcaster that's the most hated. I think he's a little overrated. Shoo Carrington. I just, nothing heavy, but I just think he's a little overrated. That's my opinion. I think he's a little overrated. Shoo Carrington. I think he's a good fighter. I believe he's a good fighter. Can't take that away from him. But he's just a little overrated. And then look at it like this. Shoo 27. Shakur Stevenson 27. Shakur is a 3-time world champion. What's Shoo been? This the thing, guys want to talk boxing and this and that, but they don't know the inside, what goes on. They don't know the numbers. Shoo Carrington and Shakur Stevenson is the same age, but Shakur is way ahead of him. How did that happen? And Shakur went to the Olympics. How did that happen? How did it happen? And I bet you got these guys coming on every night talking about the same thing. Tank and Shakur fighting. Tank and Shakur. Tanking this, tanking that. This and that, this and that. Bruh, let's talk about King Jr. for a minute. Up and coming, rising superstars. King Jr., Google him. Google Scooter Davis. These are guys that's coming up, man. Future world champions. Morton. These guys is punching, man. These are guys that's coming up. These are guys that's really fighting people. They really getting work. They really getting work in. Because if you be honest, Jared Anderson, he gets stopped. Was he a fluke? You gotta ask yourself these things, man. You gotta ask yourself these things because me, I respect it. I respect the game, but I'm not giving nobody no pass. Nobody gets a pass from 12th round knockout. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Jared Anderson fought a nobody and got knocked the fuck out. No excuses. None. None. He was in tip-top shape. None. Now, let's see, can he bounce back from this? I always said he was chinny. Always. I always said he was chinny. He gets knocked out. People put these tags on these guys, man, and before they even see them get tested. You haven't even seen them tested, but you put the tag on them, and then a lot of you podcasters don't even know the difference between a good fighter, a bad fighter, and a bum. Because people quick to say, oh, he's fighting cab drivers. Oh, he's fighting this, he's fighting that. Quick to say it. Fast to say it. I can't believe, and this is just me again, and this is my opinion. It's just an opinion. Everybody has one. Rise Podcast spent almost 40 minutes talking about Rolly Romero. You have to learn. I don't care who's down with you, who the channel belong to, none of that. You have to get content to keep the ball rolling, and then you wonder why your numbers stay stuck where they at, because people don't want to hear about no fucking Rolly. Who wants to hear about Rolly? And then you talk about Pitbull. Pitbull's a fluke. Pitbull was in Mexico doing nothing. He was training in Mexico. He was a tough fighter. Tank needed to fight because Rolly had the charge when he touched the girl, and they tapped Pitbull for the fight. He wound up taking Tank to 12 because Tank hand was hurt. Tank beat him with one hand, and he became a superstar that night because he took Tank to 12. And Tank told him, you lost, but tonight you became a star. And that was real talk because after that, he took off. He wasn't eating no more. He wasn't eating too much beans and rice. He was eating. Straight up. But soon as he got in there with someone that knew a little about boxing and knew how to move and didn't hang on the ropes and wait for them bombs, he got beat. Unanimous decision. He got beat. He was a fluke. It was gonna happen anyway. He's not nice. And then after Tank gave him a shot, see, that's why the old saying goes, don't bite the hand that feeds you, pause. Because it became to the point where as though he was calling Tank a bitch. You bitch, you scared. Saying Tank was scared. All this because he wanted payday. He wanted another check like that. Just like when he went over there and he fought. When he went to Los Angeles and he fought on the Rio card, he said, Rio money, good money, good money, good money. That's all them boys care about is money, man. Money. Money. They've been hungry for so long that only thing counts with them is money. But he have enough of it to do some things. You know, if he don't become a cokehead in Mexico and blow it all, like majority of them do. Become a cokehead and blow every dime. Every dime. Go back and look at some of the old time greats. I think he passed now, Alexis Aguelo. If he didn't, may God forgive me for putting him on that, but I believe that's what I heard. To me, one of the greatest Latino fighters that ever put on laced up a pair of gloves. Alexis Aguelo. I'm talking about phenomenal. Phenomenal, man. Knockout artist. For sure. Then, look, You have people in the chat. I ask you to please. It's right there. It's right there in front of your face. Can you please subscribe to my channel? Just hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing, not a dime, to hit the like and the subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. It's free. Yeah, it's free. It don't cost anything. So you gotta do, you see where it says subscribe? So you gotta do is hit it, boom. And if you want, you can hit the bell icon, so you'll get all the notifications. Thank you, I appreciate it. Now, it's crazy how Tank struggling to get a fight. From what I hear. Then they saying he's fighting Rio. Venezuela. Well, if he's fighting Venezuela before the year is out, don't they need to make an announcement? It's only, what's September, October, November. Don't, like, well, the camp is 8 weeks. Pretty much 8 weeks. A good camp, decent camp is 8 weeks. So it's nobody, like, if they gonna fight, when they gonna make announcements? When they, like, honestly, these fighters is acting like divas, man. These fighters is acting just like divas. Just like divas, man. I don't understand it. Acting just like divas. Money, man. Whew. It's crazy what money can, when they say money can make you or break you, that's real talk, man. Money can make you or it can break you as a man. And I'm not talking about going broke. I'm talking about everything that you's about go to the wayside. Start looking crazy. Big facts. I wonder how Eddie Hearn feel, signing Tank to a 2-fight deal, and before he even fight, he sprained his hand. And Shakur is not the type that get hurt. Shakur is very cautious. Shakur throw correct punches. See, when you throw correct punches, very rarely do you hurt your hand by the punch. Most guys that's good fighters hurt their hand by the impact of the punch. See, it's a difference between the impact of the punch and the sharpness of the punch. That's why a sharpshooter always will hit harder than a puncher. Always. Facts. Any trainer will tell you that. When you're a sharpshooter, when you sharp, your punch is coming so sharp and accurate that it overweighs a guy that's the impact is different. Look at Pittman Hearns. Man, that right hand on Pittman Hearns, boy, was something to reckon with. My goodness, man. If he ever hit you in your head with that right hand, you was going to sleep. He hit Hagler with that right hand a couple times. He broke his hand on Hagler's head. Hagler had a hard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler had a hard head. He had a real hard head. Pause. No homo. Yeah. Real talk. Hey, they said Chris Colbert coming back. Chris Colbert. Oh my God. Chris Colbert is the one that Venezuela, Rio, lost to. But Rio really beat the brakes off him. And they gave it to Chris. Chris, a.k.a. What was his a.k.a. Prime Time. So Prime Time rematched him. I ain't even gonna belittle the big homie like that and call this boy Prime. Chris Colbert, Deion Sanders is who I'm talking about for who don't know. Chris Colbert rematched him. Quick too, like in 6 months, probably before that. And Rio did him dirty. Knocked him out cold like this. Real rap. He knocked him out like Tank knocked out Santa Cruz. You know, not laughing at that. That's not funny. And I don't get into that because first of all, Santa Cruz is a very, very, very beautiful person. You know, in the ring as well as outside of the ring. He love his people. He love all people. He have no quarrels. He's very respectful, man. He's a good guy. And that's why Al Heyman love him so much. And I will forever see why. It's a good dude, man. And that's why when Tank knocked him out like that, Tank went over to his corner and tried to talk to him and tried to help him. And they told Tank, go back. Because homeboy is a real good dude, man. Good dude. You know, his first Lamborghini, he called Floyd up and asked Floyd, can he sell him one of them Lamborghinis he got? And Floyd told him, for you, I sell you one, man. And he sold him one for, you know, a decent price. You know, that was Santa Cruz's first Lambo. Yup. And then he named his son after Al Heyman. What Mexican you know in history named their son after a black man? Santa Cruz, I salute you, champ. You will forever be a good dude to me. 12th round knockout. Salute, champ. Blessings and blessings, man. Yeah, but before I end this, I also wanna shout out Rich Homie Quan. Salute to the young boy. May God bless his family and his kids. I hope they make it through this all right. You know, it's a hurting feeling to lose someone, and I can honestly say for me, I'm older, but music don't have an age to it, and Rich Homie Quan really got me through some rough nights, man, traveling on that highway, pitch black, dark, and just jamming his music, because his music is real. Like, you know, he was kicking what was really going on in his life as a youngin'. Like in one record, he said he didn't know he had a kid until he was 16. You know, he said he was breaking in houses. And Young Thug didn't bring him out. He brought Young Thug out, Rich Homie Quan. Salute, young homie. Rest easy, Jen. God bless. But anyway, salute to everybody that's, you know, came out to the chat. Subscribe, like, share, please. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm trying to get my subscribers up so we can do more things, do better things. I really appreciate it. The ones that does come to the chat every time, I appreciate you. I really do. God bless. And salute to all homies back home. And I end it the same way every time. Never change. Jersey.